Hey there, Timmies. It's Dicebag, and welcome to the Big Kids Table. Yes, Wizards of the Coast just announced this Modern Horizons thingamajig. And let's take a look at it and see what I can complain about. What if they made a set that skipped standard and went straight to modern? Think of the things they could print. Yes, because obviously, standard has to be a weak, underpowered, completely useless sets that don't really measure up to the power level of the greater scope of the game. But, okay. If they're dead set on doing that, if they're dead set on making really crappy, underpowered standard sets all the time, because new players don't know how to play against, like, control or combo decks, then I guess this is the next best thing. Modern Horizons. Now, I hate to be a negative Nancy about this, because I actually think this is a good idea, but come on, guys. The set symbol. What have I complained about with the set symbols? It's the same font as all the others. Every single set has the same font for the set symbol. Every single one these days, ever since freaking Dominaria, they do this every set. Come on, what? He used to make unique ones, come on. But anyways, the actual thing, the actual product. 249 new to modern cards. Okay, June 14, Modern Horizons contains 249 new to modern cards. 254 total with a mix of, okay. So the extra ones, there's going to be 5 reprints apparently. And new cards to celebrate, blah, blah, blah. Boosters will be priced at $6.99 for Magic Online. So since they've apparently abolished MSRP, this is the new MSRP, the Magic Online price, I guess. So we're getting $7 packs. Okay. Now, it doesn't really cost you guys anything extra to print these types of cardboard over the standard legal cardboard. So why the big price? Oh, because you want to cash in on the secondary market, don't you? Because you know these things are going to be more powerful than your standard sets. So you want to cash in on that extra chunk of change. I wonder, will they still be like Modern Masters and have a foil in every pack? That might make it worth it. That might justify the near doubling of the MSRP. Well, am I giving them too much credit? Maybe. But I can understand it. Anyways, what we've got here, Cabal Therapist, Sarah the Benevolent. Little spoilers. I like them. I like them. For once, I like a thing. They're actual good cards. You got a Cabal Therapist that has a repeat Cabal Therapy effect, and it's powerful for a 1-mana guy. I can tell you that. That is a good effect. I'm thinking like put him in a deck with red, black, and Grim Lavamancer and some smaller dudes, and just sack dudes to empty your opponent's hand, and then take your dead dudes out of the graveyard and exile them with the Lavamancer, and ping your opponent or kill his creatures or whatever with his ability. That might be fun to do. Just a 1-mana dude combo. And then Sarah basically gets you a Sarah Angel for 1 mana less. And that's all you need to know about that. The rest is about on par with that effect. I mean, she's a good card. She's a good Planeswalker. She's playable. I don't see a lot of that these days, so it's kind of jarring to see them just bring out cards that are like, oh yeah, that's obviously playable. I could put that in a deck. I could build a deck around that. So I kind of like this. I don't like the fact that they're basically just saying, hey, standard sets are going to suck from now on. Which let's face it, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying right here. Think of the things they could print if it didn't have to be legal and standard, because we have to keep standards stupid. Stupid weak. But other than that, I like this. I'm tempted to buy a box of this. Like a whole booster box. Like I did with the Ravnica Allegiance Mythic Edition wasn't exactly the same as a booster box. I kind of prefer the booster boxes compared to what I got there. It was basically just a weirdly designed fat pack box that you can't use for storage, and then some foil planeswalkers that were, well, half of which they had too much dark stuff on the card art for it to even show off the foiling. You couldn't even see Kaya. You could see her eyes glow, and you could see the background, but she was just black. Her whole body was just dark, too dark to see any detail. So anyways, they end this out. Powerful new options mixed with flavorful updates for favorite characters means Modern Horizons is going to be a wild ride. This set is full of cards that build up favorite modern strategies, create new ones, and bring plenty of flavor to matches where modern cards are legal. So, all in all, it's good to see them actually create a product that's geared towards a larger card pool than what they do with the standard sets, because frankly, they've just made standard sets for standard and nothing else for a few years now, I think. I've been seeing so much depowering of all kinds of stuff to where they can't even print like staple cards anymore. It's just ridiculous. But this I have to wonder before I really wrap up my praise for this. What are the other 252 cards going to be like? Because if this is the rares and the mythics, that's okay, but what are the commons going to be like? Are we going to get things like Lightning Bolt? Or what? Are we going to get mana leaks? Are we going to get something? Are we going to get good spells? Are we going to get spells that are actually on the power level of the older sets? In the common slot, no less, because rarity creep's a big thing. Like all the like reasonably powered cards in these standard sets, they're pretty much all rare. Sometimes you see them in uncommon. Like the only decent removal you see is like uncommon or higher, and most of it's like rare, and it might have like a tiny little rider effect that makes it better than the common version that they printed like 5 years ago. But that'll be interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on the spoilers for this, because this actually looks interesting. This actually inspires me. I'm actually seeing this and thinking, that could go in a deck. That could go in a deck. I can make decks out of this. Yeah, okay. I actually want this for once. Okay, Magic. Well, okay. Place your bets, because this is always happens. Wizards of the Coast always does this. They come up with a good idea, and then they reveal their good idea, and they say, "Hey, we got this good idea. We know it might get a little weird, but as long as we don't do this specific thing, it should work out fine." And then immediately they do that specific thing. And then like, oh no, geez, oh, what's going on? You guys don't like this product? We only did the thing we said we shouldn't have done, and you didn't like that. So I guess we just have to stop making it. Because they do that. They do that all the time. So what are they going to screw up with this? I don't trust it. I like it, but I don't trust it. More to the point, I don't trust Wizards of the Coast. Let's see. They did that with the masterpieces. They put the masterpieces in, and it generally lowered the price of the singles on the secondary market for the normal stable cards. And then they had one run where they made dumb looking masterpieces, and then they said, oh, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. And then they did with Modern Masters, where they made a bunch of Modern Masters stuff, but they gradually decreased the power so it was useless. And then they said, oh, geez, oh, that last crappy set we made, that didn't sell at all. We're just going to stop doing it. Okay? And then what was the other thing? The 2 blocks a year thing, where they have 2 sets in one block, then 2 sets in another block, and no core set in between. It was like, hey, that was great, but we're going to have to up the reprints in our normal sets because we don't have the core set to do that. And then, guess what? They didn't up the reprints. They kept printing everything else at the normal rate. And, of course, what do we end up with? Core sets are back, boring old core sets, and they're even worse than before. Core sets there was a good point for core sets, and that's when they were like half reprints or a little more. They were all right, but I mean, this last core set was just boring as hell. I didn't get any enjoyment out of that one. So what are we going to see with this? What are they going to screw up? What can they screw up? Are they just going to print stupid, absurdly overpowered stuff, and maybe that'll do it? I don't know. But I'll be keeping an eye on this. I'll have to give some of my thoughts when actual spoilers come out, and this should be pretty interesting. So I'll have to start saving up my money for that big old expensive box that it's going to be. Which, unfortunately, Nintendo just announced their own little thing with the next Pokemon game. So that means I'm going to have to get myself a Switch too. It's hard out here for a pimp, I tell you what. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think they're going to screw it up some way? Do you think the first one's going to be good? Maybe they'll screw it up next year or the year after. What could they do to screw this up exactly? And what do you think the whole set is going to be like? Tell me what you think. I'll see you later. Bye.